Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the 212A. It's the Tier 9 Soviet SPG located on the east border of Studzianki under the command of Yarbas of OLIMP. And he's using vents, standard vents, improved rammer, and the standard gun laying drive, as well as the, I think that's the, is it Ready Rack or the organised Ready Rack?
I've got a nice bashing setup to give this lot.
Okay, we're off. I'll have to learn my crew assists and all those other things again. I don't tend to use them very much myself, although I have been known to use the Vents Purge, because of course it does improve the crew skills. Now we've got a 203mm howitzer, capable of 900 alpha, 52mm of pen, 10.4 on the burst radius, and between, I think, 28 seconds of stun. 12.5 to 28, that's it. Now he's aiming to the cops because there was bound to be a tank coming up there. Rounds out. Well, he was very lucky to pull back quickly. Tier 10 game, Tier 9 tanks in it. T-54 lightweight's the Tier 9, but it is a fast light tank like a, well, it is a T-54. You can see the enemy tanks have taken up position inside the factory. Now, standard reload on this Arty is 37.39 seconds. He's got 29.54. Rounds out. Direct hit with his first shot. 350, or second shot, I should say. 345. Can't see the exact point of impact. I'm wondering if that was a splash hit, that it hit the wall instead, but there's no yellow stain. That indicates normally where the shell actually impacts. You just see he took a shot through the mantlet there. Rounds out. That's an engine deck. 431 long stun. And yes, I think the contender wants a kill. Well, that guy's going to go down for sure. And this guy's not being any help at all. E5. He's realising what's going on behind that wall, and he doesn't like it one bit. We picked up 1,050 stun assist off the Object 277 being wiped out, and the enemy is pulling back as they realise they're outmatched. That can opener is going to go. Whoa!
Gotcha.
Lovely shot, right over the roof, into him. He picked up some more. Only 104 hit points, but it was a really good kill because, of course, that wall could have actually taken a shot. Now, that was our T-54 lightweight zapping theirs, and now we're looking at the G-Saw tank, which, of course, is a medium, not the tank destroy version. We're almost loaded. He's stationary, coming forward. No, he's bugging out, and before he can bug out, the Badger gets him. No mushrooms or snakes in sight, though. Go for the convoy. This Arty does dial in very quickly because, of course, it does have a very narrow arc. 271 hit points on that shot. It's 8 degrees of arc, 4 degrees either side of the centre line. And all Artys which have very narrow arcs tend to dial in much, much quicker. The Object 261's the same. Type 58 moving up. Okay, he's stopped on the corner because the convoy. Now we get a chance to put another one in, and we might get a kill on the convoy. Rounds out. Yes, he does. 2 kills now. Now, putting himself in this position here, with that building in the way, does narrow his arc of fire to a certain extent. But it actually does help because he's got cover from the enemy Arty if they try to find him. We've got an M53, M55 in the enemy team. That one landed directly in front of the E3. Okay, at this moment, I'd be inclined to say follow your team and get behind the other side of the railway line, because there's only the Object 704 and him on this side of the map at the moment. So this is actually turning into a north-south engagement, and ideally we need something heavy between us and the enemy. Now he stopped to take a shot because he can, and there's the CS63. He's trying to get behind cover. Now I think he's still there, so we can launch the round in, and it was a direct hit. So the CS63 took that one straight on. No kill though. Changing position again. Rarely do you see it like this with a north-south engagement. This is very unusual. But he's got a nice line of his teammates between him and the enemy, which makes it more certain that he's not going to get hit. The enemy is actually got some tanks in the gully, including that CS63. We saw him briefly. He doesn't have much in the way of hit points left. There's an E3 in the gully as well. And it's gone rather quiet. Most of the enemy appear on the minimap to be located in one spot. Our guys are set up almost a defensive posture. I get the feeling the enemy might be turning around and going back to their own cap. They must realise that there's grave danger for them if they stay where they are. Only one tank in sight at the moment, the IS-7. We're centered. There he is. He's just the other side of the bridge. Don't worry about the reticule moving. That's something that Wargaming have never fixed. Yes, the E3 did go back to his own cap. I think they were all worried that their cap was about to be taken. Now we've got a perfect opportunity here to pick up some stun assist. Even though he's only down to 304 hit points, we're almost loaded, and we're almost looking straight down on him, even though we're still in battle assistance. Rounds out. Goes long. Okay, they've got another E3 on the other side of the battlefield. He's even lower hit points. Oh, no, he's slightly more, actually. I'm wrong. Still looking at the E3 guarding their cap, but he's centering on the IS-7 who's hiding in that corner. Wake up, town. Okay, so when the enemy starts camping, that's when Arty gets the opportunity to stop them being very naughty. That M6Y desperately trying to get across the gap there. Okay, there's the E3. Let's put one on him. Rounds out. Direct hit and kill.
Night, nurse.
3 kills now for Yalbas. The IS-7 is still very healthy, actually. I think that shot by Yabas actually did wake him up and say, you've got to come out of there, because if you don't, he's going to get a shot and start stripping away your hit points. Now the Wizzy 111 Model 5A is going down the gully. He's got plenty of hit points. 704 staying up near the factory. He's obviously got the big gun with fairly accurate shooting. Of course, the Badger near our cap has got plenty of armor. But it's still very, very quiet. very rare to see an Arty up near the cops in this game. It's happened to me a few times. Skoda. Now that guy has killed one of our guys. And we can put a shell behind him. Rounds out. Well, we got some splash and we got some stun assist, I think, as well. The IS-7's crept around the bottom of the map, and he's now actually protecting his own cap. Of course, we don't have to worry about counter battery because the M53, M55 on the enemy team did get wiped out, so he's no longer in the game. Got plenty of rounds to play with. I'd keep the tubes hot and keep pumping out rounds where you think the enemy might be. We can now see the E3 on the other side. He's doing that. He's actually trying to worm that IS-7 out. The E3's been spotted. In fact, they've got another tank. And yes, our 704 just killed their CS-63. We lost. Oh, and there goes the IS-7. He was behind that corner. And we did get stun assist out of it. So they did manage to kill our, or damage our Badger, and he's relocated to the center line, to the gully. So we've got a 3 tank advantage now. We could go for the Skoda. There he is, we're dialing in. There's the Rambo. On the rise. Always careful. Well, he's still got stunned, but he got rid of his stun very quickly because, of course, he knew he was in danger, and the Badger got him. Now, they are capping, which is surprising, but we've only got 1 tank round that side, and it's the E3, so we can do... Oh, well, we don't need to now. He's gone. The Panzerkampfwagen 7. G-Saw. Could be a kill. Rounds out. Oh! He gets killed before our shell arrives. So there's only 2 enemies left now. The Rambo and the M6Y. And, yep. We lost the Badger to the Rambo. Stand by. Can we get a shot? Round set up now. Lands in front of him, but that's good enough. And this is where he really gets hammered. Nice ram there. We got stun assist. And there's the kill shot that wins the game. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was an ace tanker game for Yarbas of OLIMP in the 212A. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 11 in this game, and his win rate was 3,200 exactly. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game because that went to the T110E5 on the enemy team. The guy who actually retreated after our fire got rid of their 277. That guy got a patrol duty, actually, and 4,576 hit points of damage. Second highest was the Badger with 4,297. Third highest, the Wizzy 111 Model 5A with 3,495. We can see Yarbas got 2,668. He was beaten by only 2 members of the enemy team, 4 members of his own team, puts him in 7th place on damage. When it came to kills, though, he's actually second because he managed to get 3 kills, but the Badger got 4. And in third place, we've got the Type 68 on our team with 2 kills. And on the enemy team, their T110E3 and their Rambo both got 2 as well. When it came to base XP, he was at the top with 1,216 base experience points, 1,072 went to the standard B, and 1,061 went to the Badger, and they were the only three who managed to make it over 1,000 base. So, what did the standard B get? He got a Confederate out of that game as well. 17 shots fired. Could have been a lot more though, but he did actually fire in the right place. You remember when I was saying at that time, I keep my barrels hot. He did actually fire in, and the IS-7 was there. So he actually did stun the guy who was sitting behind the house at the time. So he got the shell in the right spot. So intuition was working correctly for him. 7 direct hits on the enemy, no penetrations, but 13 splashes. 2,668 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 3, so missed out on getting a Confederate by 1 tank. And he got 3,147 hit points, so stun assist of 10 stuns, and that was the ace tanker. On a premium count, he actually made a profit of 14,971 credits, and he got 1,824 experience points out of the game as well. And yes, it did go down fairly late in the game, 13 minutes, 17 seconds. So yes, we're into the last 2 minutes of the game, but it was just those pesky new tanks. Well, not the M6Y is not new, but the Rambo is. And so, yes, those are the tanks that were holding up the delay. Plus, of course, the enemy was camping right down the far end. They realized that they couldn't go to our cap, and they realized they couldn't go to defend their own, really. They were in a bit of a pickle. They had to make their mind up which way they were going. Anyway, nice ace tanker. So thanks very much to Yarbas of OLIMP. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, and leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.